We are going to take a clean, polite acoustic guitar signal and turn it into a filthy, vintage garage rock machine. Our blueprint for this project is the Black Keys' modern, feel-good interpretation of the frantic pub rock classic She Does It Right, originally by Dr. Feelgood. By the end of this session, you will be tracking a fully synced, polyrhythmic vocal and rhythm guitar take over a rigid 16th note groove. To get started, confirm your hardware toolkit is ready. You need an electroacoustic guitar plugged directly into your interface, your vocal mic hot on the boom stand, and your DAW open and primed for tracking. Nailing this specific sonic attitude at home requires configuring your digital audio workstation as a strict engineering pipeline. Step 1 is fixing the tone. Recording an electroacoustic guitar via direct injection gives you a signal that is too clean and pristine for a garage rock track. You need to bypass your DAW's default acoustic amp simulators entirely. Leaving those active will muddy the frequency spectrum and kill the percussive attack we need. Instead, build a precise two-step plugin chain on your channel strip. Route a hard noise gate directly into a vintage fuzz plugin, ensuring the fuzz tone parameter is visibly rolled back. You will know your settings are correct when the audio instantly chokes and sputters into total silence, the exact millisecond you lift pressure off the strings. Slamming a heavily gated digital signal into artificial fuzz mimics the unpredictable, broken sound of analog, lawsuit-era Japanese guitars pushed well past their red line. With the tone locked in, let's map out the harmonic skeleton. The entire track rests on a relentless, standard 12-bar blues framework. For the verse vamp, you will anchor exclusively on a C major bar chord at the 8th fret. Holding this single position builds musical tension behind the vocal delivery. This modular block layout shows the transition for the chorus. The progression moves to the 4 chord at the 8th fret, walks back to the 1, and then turns around at the 5 chord on the 10th fret. This structural shift opens up the soundstage, providing melodic release to the listener after the tight repetition of the verse. Predictable blues frameworks are effective because they allow the rhythmic groove to take over the listener's focus completely. To drive that groove, your right hand needs to swing in a rigid, unbroken 16th note subdivision pattern, generating constant mechanical energy. The secret to reproducing this pocket groove is to abandon the instinct to let the strings sustain. This brings us to the left hand muting technique. You must fret the bar chord by forcefully squeezing the neck exactly on the beat. The release phase is just as important. You must release your fretboard pressure entirely off the beat to instantly choke the chord. Do not lift your fingers completely off the strings. Doing so introduces unwanted harmonic noise and ruins the clean break. When you approach the acoustic guitar as a heavily gated snare drum, the metronomic groove locks into place. The final tracking hurdle is managing the polyrhythmic clash between your guitar and the vocal melody. You are dealing with two forces. Your right hand is delivering rigid downstrums, while your voice needs to deliver syncopated, offbeat phrasing. To maintain the pocket, drop your DAW click track to 80 beats per minute. This timeline grid maps our threading strategy. You need to assign specific vocal syllables to land precisely in the empty temporal spaces between your guitar downstrums. This alternating pattern creates a call-and-response effect occurring between your hands and your voice. Lute the single verse at this slow tempo until the hand motion becomes pure muscle memory. These polyrhythms become intuitive only after you have systematically drilled the syllable placement against the metronome. With the mechanics locked in, you can bring the song up to full tempo and perform with rhythmic confidence. You have successfully taken a complex studio recording and reverse engineered it into a playable system. Your final execution pipeline is simple. Increase your DAW click track in 5 beat per minute increments until you hit the album tempo. Once you reach that target speed, arm your tracks, hit record, and lay down your take. Professional-grade results come from this type of systematic analysis. By breaking a track down into its component parts, you can reconstruct a studio-quality performance on your own terms.